Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy Squeaky Geeky here. I hope you guys are all doing great. And I'm here reviewing Filixtoys, the clown. So, if you guys don't know what this figure is, boy, do I have a treat for you. So this was a figure for me that completely flew under my radar. I didn't know about this. I hadn't seen much online about it. But, I thought it would be, fun to give it some more of attention. As you can see, I couldn't really contain my excitement once it came in. I had to immediately open him. But I try to reserve my excitement, for the review, just so I can kind of give you guys a proper look at what I have in my hands here. So as you can see, there's not much to the packaging. It's really plain. If you want to read up on that, go ahead. But enough chit chat. Let's get this bad boy out of the box. And here he is, laughing his way out of the packaging. The clown himself, the Joker, played by Joaquin Phoenix, and the 2019 film. So just to give you guys a little bit of context in case you guys are confused on, how I got this figure. So I got this figure on eBay. I was just kind of like window shopping, looking around, and then I found this company called Bullet Head, and then they made their own take on this Joker. And then I fell into a rabbit hole of a bunch of like overseas companies from China just giving their take on the Joker, and it was I just completely lost it. I was like, holy crap, how did I never like know about this before? And there was so many options on which Joker I wanted to pick, but then as you can see, I inevitably fell on like the Filixtoys company. There is a deluxe edition version of this figure. I believe the deluxe edition comes with like the staircase, when he was dancing and doing the staircase scene, and I believe he does come with some other stuff, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'm missing out too much not buying that version. I am pretty content with having this version. So if you guys are looking to pick up this figure, definitely check on eBay, search up like 1/12 scale Joker, and yeah, I'm very, very surprised and really pleased so far with the quality of this figure. And also, by the way, so you guys don't know, just so I don't confuse anybody, this flight stand didn't come with the figure. My figure specifically does kind of have a hard time standing up. I don't know if it's like everyone's figure. I don't know if it's just kind of like the way I'm posing him, but he does have a hard time standing up. It could be maybe his ankle joints are a bit loose, but that's why I have him on this flight stand. So no, he does not come with this. This is completely separate. For the quality of this figure right off the bat, just kind of taking a good look at him, as I was saying before, I had thought originally this was like a 1/6 scale Hot Toys knockoff. And these companies, they don't name him directly the Joker. I'm guessing because they don't officially own the license to this figure, so they're trying to avoid any form of copyright or whatever. So I'm just getting this out there for you guys, leave you guys informed. If anyone's looking for kind of like a 6-inch scale Joker, especially one from the movie that they could add to their DC collection, and I know I definitely had to pick this up just to kind of give you guys some more background. So in terms of sculpting, this is really damn good. Like, I am genuinely surprised how good this figure came out, especially seeing it in person. As you can see, the quality, it does look really good. Like, it does fit, his clothes fit him really well. It looks natural. It doesn't look too baggy on him. Having this, oh, I did not even know this. See, you can open his vest. So now if you guys want to have him without his vest, you do have that posing option, which is really dope. I didn't even know just until now. Getting a good look at the sculpt, like, holy cow, I love the paint apps on this figure. The blood, like, that legit looks like real blood. They did a really great job on this figure. The tailor of the suit, it matches the film accurately. I feel like the shoes, as you can see, giving you guys a closer look at the shoes. Wow, I am blown away, honestly. by how good the quality of this figure. A lot of Chinese import figures that I've seen, especially on eBay, like they always tend to be very floppy. You know, there's always some issue with them. You could tell if you ordered some Chinese knockoff stuff before accidentally or intentional. You know, the quality for a lot of the times isn't on par with, you know, for example, say like a Black Series figures or a Marvel Legends. It's always something really off about it, whether it be the plastic material or the articulation. But this so far, damn, like the quality, I'm not even gonna lie, it feels really good. The joints feel really tight. You know, the only joint I'm really having a problem with, you know, like I said before, as opposed to kind of like the ankles, I feel like my ankles are slightly a bit loose on this figure. I don't know, he kind of does have a hard time standing up. This elbow joint here, you know, as you can see, it's kind of, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a bit off. Like it doesn't really stay on properly. It feels a bit loose, right? This one feels better, right? This joint here over here, it feels way tighter. It doesn't feel like any hassle. It doesn't kind of like flicker back, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. So this elbow, I could say the joint is kind of a bit off on this one if I had to pick a certain type of flaw. So in terms of articulation, right, his head can go about this far up, looking up, right? You guys can see he can look about this far down, so pretty damn good. Shit, his chest's almost touching his chest, so not too bad. Arms go about this far out, you guys can see. I'll do it with this elbow since my other one's kind of a bit wonky. So arms bend about this far, so pretty good. And I don't really feel like his clothes hinder his articulation all too much, to be honest. So that's also another plus on this suit. I do believe he has a butterfly joint in here. I could be wrong, but I think there is one. I haven't opened up the figure to see it, but it does kind of look like he has a butterfly joint in there, so that's also a plus. He can look about his chest, you know, right here in this ab crunch, lets him bend about this far forward, this far back, so maybe not too much, about that far. Can't really do a good limbo, as you can see. So his legs kick about this far out, not too bad. This far back, right, pretty good. Knees bend about this far, so damn, this is actually really good. Yeah, his fucking ankles are almost touching his butt, so that's a positive, right? Bends about this far. He does not have any toe articulation, as you guys can see. There's no toe articulation here. You know, there's swivel. This is on a ball joint, so there is swivel here at the ankles. Same with the hands, you know, his wrist, you know, they're also on a ball joint as well. So overall, I feel like the articulation on this figure is really good. Honestly, it's pretty standard, especially for something overseas like this from China. I'm still genuinely surprised of how good this figure came out. You know, I was kind of expecting a low quality figure. It was really a gamble purchasing this. Like, I didn't know what I was really getting, but so far, like, damn, I'm pretty impressed. He does have some slight, you know, rotation here at the waist, so that's pretty good. I think his clothes a bit block that out here, but you know, for realistic size, turning side to side like that, it is pretty good. So that's pretty much goes for his articulation. Honestly, for this amount of articulation you get for this figure, especially the quality of it, not too bad at all. Honestly, I'm really impressed with this figure so far. I'm really digging it. So jumping right into his head accessories that he comes with, as you can see, he does come with a total of 4 head sculpts, and wow, each of these are just really well done. As you can see, the resemblance to Walking Phoenix is just phenomenal. I think they really did a great job on sculpting the heads for these figures. The amount of details, as you can see, is just incredible. The paint work is very clean on these figures, and I love just how much effort they put into these. Like, even the hair, You know, they didn't just reuse all the same hair for each figure. I think maybe like these two are like slightly similar in like hair strands, these two specifically. But even then, like they're still really well done. I love the Arthur Fleck head. That looks so good. The paintwork, the sculpting, just wow. The wrinkles, they really did the. That's what I'm saying. The quality with this, it genuinely, it genuinely surprises me on how good all of these came out. I love this. Is probably my favorite head sculpt. This one specifically, I love this one. As you saw in the beginning, I already had him pose with him, and just yeah, I am blown away. I am blown away with all of these. I think these are all really well done. If there was one head sculpt I wish he had come with, I saw on another company figure that did their own take on this Joker. He came with like a screaming head. So yeah, I think that's one head sculpt I really wish he would have came with. But I am still pleased with all of these. I like how different they all are. You know, like they all capture a different form of the Joker, and I think that's what I really like to see in these head sculpts. Just like really good distinctive accessories that are separate from one another. And these, like you guys can see for yourself, like they do a really good job of that. Okay, so just to show you guys real quick on how the head sculpts look on the figure. I love this one. This is honestly my favorite head sculpt. I even love the blood. Like they're making me thinking like they really killed the dude and put blood on this figure, because shit, that came out really good. So giving you guys a good look at all the hand accessories that he does come with. So he comes with a total of 6 pairs of hands. So as you guys can see, he comes with a clenching hand, 2 punching hands, gripping hands, finger gun hands, open palm hands, and these semi-clenched like gripping hands. So you're getting yourself a really good amount of hand accessories for this figure, and I think it's really worth it. Like they all look really well sculpted. The detail, the paint work, you know, it just really makes all of these stand out, and it's a really good way of expressing, you know, as many motions and gestures you want for your Joker figure. So I'm really glad that they decided to include all of these, especially the finger gun hands. Not, they didn't just give us one, they gave us 2 on each hand. So I really appreciate that, you know, because that was kind of like his big gesture thing in the film, aside from him dancing all the time. So I'm really glad that they gave us so much variety when it comes to these hand accessories. All really well done. And here's a good look at the last set of accessories that he does come with. So as you can see, he comes with his little journal where he was writing down all of his jokes. This little award. I love the Joker mask that, you know, when he had in the train scene when he was trying to outrun the cops. And he comes with his revolver, as you can see where I had him pose with it earlier. So another really great set of accessories. I'm glad that they decided to include these, especially the journal and the Joker mask. I could just really see me using all of these accessories. They're all really great for posing, and I'm glad that they did decide to include these. I'm very pleased. These came out really great, especially the mask. The paintwork on the mask is really like good. It's really clean. I like that they went with this very like a sharp paint for the material. It makes the colors really pop, and I love the I love the little award he has right here. The material is really damn good. You know, it looks authentic as hell. So all of these just really great accessories. I'm glad that they were included with the figure. Oh, and I almost forgot. Side note, he does come with these 2 little cigarettes, which I'm glad they did decide to include these. But I'm not gonna lie, a part of me does wish that they were just kind of like sculpted onto like one of the hands of the figure, you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, I took this out the packaging and I almost lost it for a quick second. These are easily losable, guys, so make sure, you know, you want to keep them in a spot, you know, where you can't easily lose these guys, because yeah, trust me, I almost lost these easily, so just keep that in mind. So giving you guys a really good scale comparison between two other DC figures that I have. Here I have them right next to the DC Icons Harley Quinn, one of my favorite Harley Quinns, and then you have the Storm Collectibles Dark Side. Obviously, as you can see between these two, they scale really well. I really love how well this figure scales along this. It's such a shame DC Icons got canceled. I really do feel like they could have improved a lot of their figures, but I'm really happy to see that these two scale really well. I could definitely do pictures, and yeah, obviously, you know, Darkseid towers over these two, way too big, but I kind of still feel like you could get away with it if you want to use like perspective, or if you're kind of going for like the new 52 Darkseid, where, you know, now he's like a lot taller. And so I still kind of feel like you can make this work, just, you know, if you want to mess around with like perspective and angles and all that stuff. But yeah, these two paired together, the scale is just really well. I'm really happy to see that. Really good scale comparison between the Marvel Legends line. So of course here you have the Marvel Legends piece of Spidey, and then you have the newly released Red Skull figure. And wow, he scales so well with the 6-inch line. I'm so happy that they decided to do this, you know, and keep it in line with the 6-inch scale. And, you know, in case you guys ever want to do some Marvel crossovers, you know, you can have, you know, Spider-Man going after Joker, or, you know, these two teaming up. You want to do some DC versus Marvel stuff, like a throwback to Amaglam. You guys don't know what that is? Definitely check that out. It is some crazy ass stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy. Like, I'm a guy who's big on scale. You know, I do tend to give it a pass all the times, because I still feel like you can kind of mess around with like perspective and all that. But for this, there's not much I need to do. They scale really well, so really pleased about that they kept it to 1/12 scale. This is really good. I'm still building up my DC collection, so I definitely gotta get a Batman, you know, so I can have them facing off. Hopefully I could get my hands on the Mayfax Batman sometime soon, so I could do some really good shots with those two. There you have it, guys. So to kind of wrap up my final thoughts on how I feel about this figure, so I do think the figure is really good. Surprisingly, I feel like the figure was much better than what I expected it to be. I was kind of expecting a bit of cheaper quality to it, but no, honestly, I think the figure is really good, with the exception of kind of having a little bit of some joint problems, like, you know, like I mentioned before, with his elbow over here, it's kind of a bit loose, and also with the ankles. You know, surprisingly, he was able to stand up decently through the review, but, you know, you see him now, I have him back on a flight stand. But with the exception of some minor flaws on his sculpting, I still do think the figure is firm enough. It all depends on how much you want to pay for this figure. You know, I know a lot of people, they're not willing to drop a lot. I paid about, I think, approximately like $116 for this figure. Do I regret it? Honestly, no. I'm really pleased, like, with this figure a lot. And if we could keep kind of getting these type of 1/12 scale figures, you know, for example, of like, I don't know, Rocky Balboa or Homelander, you know, in this quality, you know, with some improvements to like the sculpting and whatnot, I would definitely drop. These are really great figures, and there's so many out there for you guys to purchase. Like I said before, if you're looking to pick up one, feel free to check on eBay. You know, Filixtoys wasn't the only company that gave their take on this figure. You know, you have a bunch of other companies that did their own version of this Joker. So yeah, just pick away. You know, I just stuck with this one because something about this figure specifically just really appealed to me. And like I said before, there is a deluxe edition of this figure that does come with the staircase, and I think a diorama, and possibly something else. But if you guys are looking to pick that up, yeah, feel free to check on eBay, and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want any, you know, do you want, what specifically, what property do you want these Chinese companies to take on? I'm honestly so happy with this. I really am. And I have made a couple pre-orders that I cannot wait for them to come in so I can get that review to you guys. It's gonna be, you know, I'm really looking forward to it. Y'all already know the deal, guys. If you guys are trying to follow me on all my social media, it'll all be linked down below. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed the review. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, guys, have a good one.